Welcome back. How's it going, people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I am alive. Here we are in the wild environment. The very rare cycling Gaza out in the wild. Oh, it's been a while. It's not really much I can say, to be honest. The last time I was out on a bike, I'm going to say it's almost 2 weeks ago. If it's not, I think it is 2 weeks. If it's not, it's like a week and 6 days, but it's close to 2 weeks. Yeah, just not been out. Weather's been a little bit funny. I've been working all this week, so I've actually been. Keys. But my keys have come out there. Hold on, I'll put you down here. Still here. So yeah, there's not really much has been happening on the bike front. Just haven't really been out. As I say, combination of work and other stuff, and a little bit just not being committed as much. It's an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Shire. Don't know if you can see that. Blue skies. It is rather cold though. It's like 4 degrees but it feels like 2. So what's been happening? Bike front, interesting enough, I've been meaning to buy a chain checker tool. So the Park Tool CC-2 chain checker. This is a bit of a kind of fancy one. It was actually on sale a little bit. So, as you probably know, my bike's like 2 years plus. It'll be 2 years and a month now, or maybe 2 months. It's not done, I mean, in 2 years I've not done that much in the way of miles. I think about 2,300 to 400 miles I've done on this bike, which means I've been trying to get a chain tool for probably the last year, to check the chain wear on my chain, because I had a feeling that it was kind of, I could hear it like snapping a little bit, like clicking, and I kind of knew that it was probably going to, because I'm not a big like power kind of guy, so I'm not putting like crazy amounts of power on it. And in 2,000 miles I've done, I mean, of that 2,000 miles probably, pretty easy, but I'm a bigger rider. I'm about 90 kilograms, so I'm not like the lightest. So I do put a lot of torque, a lot of strain in my chain. So I bought one of these. I actually meant to take a video of me checking the old one, because I was basically in my head, I'm going to take a bet how bad it is. And to be honest, I thought it would be bad, but I didn't think it would be as bad as what it ended up being. So I put this tool in, and if you look at it, it's got like a little gauge. So it says on here, you replace it at 7.5, which is that 0.75% stretch. New chain is between 0.25 and 0.5, but a new chain's like 0.25. But I think like 1 is at 1% like wear. So 1% of whatever it is, but basically 0.75. Really, at 0.5 you should start thinking about replacing your chain. So I thought, I said, right, it's going to be. I think it's going to be bad. I don't think it was. I wasn't expecting it to be as bad as what I thought. It actually came out probably about 0.95, which is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. It was like here. I think I had a wee bit left, just a little bit. I played, but it was pretty much near enough 1, which is quite bad. So basically I went on and bought a new chain. Now I couldn't get the Ultegra chain, that was out of stock, but I've got the 105. But the 105 was actually, I think, the chain that I had on the bike. I don't think there's much difference between the Ultegra and the 105. There's no weight difference, so I don't know, it's probably just the same chain. So basically, I don't know if you can actually see, but quick links down here. You snap that on your bike, But big difference straight off the bat. You could actually feel the difference when you when you were moving it. You could feel that it was just a lot more precise, quieter. I mean, it's because it was. I wouldn't say it was making a noise, but it probably was, to be honest. But new chain on, and hunky dory dandy. It came within a couple of days. I got it from Sigma, so yep. Got my chain check. I'm probably periodically going to check every month or so. Just check my chain. I mean, it gets to 0.5, I'm probably going to order a new one, and then maybe just maybe get nearer the 0.75, then replace it. So that's what I got. This is my new gadget. But I kind of knew my chain was going to be, I wouldn't say like wasted, but I knew it was going to be older. So I kind of wanted to sort of get a new chain on it. This is actually, talking of goodbyes, this here is the muck off bag. It's like a little zip bag. It's got a weather seal, so it's waterproof. Carry all my GoPro spare batteries, other stuff, like I've got my Di2 disengage tool, which is for the wires. Sometimes I've got house keys in the back pocket, but sometimes I've got house keys in here. I've also got a memory card reader. I've got a bit of sandpaper for my brakes if I need to roughen them up a little bit, get them a little bit more grippy. I've got a microfiber cloth. I've got a GoPro tightener in case your GoPro stuff gets a little bit too tight. So I've got quite a few things in here. I've probably got other stuff that I probably even forgot about, but I keep this in my back pocket. So yeah, as I say, been quiet. I actually recorded some footage. I was out on the last time I was out, and the time before that, I actually did record footage, but I just never really pieced it together, which happens quite a lot of times. I sort of like make videos. I make even this. I mean, this might not even make a video. It's pretty sure it is going to make a video because I've not done one for a couple of weeks, so I need to get this up. But quite a few times I actually don't bother. Just depends how I feel, to be honest. So we're getting into really cold weather now, so I haven't really been on my turbo trainer as well. I've sort of trying to think. I did a session 3-4 weeks back, so I really need to start that because it's going to start getting really cold here in Scotland. As I say, temperature at the moment's 4 degrees. It feels like 2 degrees. I think last night it might even get down into minus, so like going tomorrow at some point early, especially if there's ice about, it's just not. In fact, is that even ice? I don't know if that's ice there. I can see like a ripple in that little pool of water. Yeah, I've got to be so careful. Ice is so dangerous. So I probably really need to get back on Zwift monthly subscription, which kind of commits me to actually doing stuff in Zwift. I mean, Zwift is really good. I do enjoy it, but sometimes we don't have the option, depending on where you stay in the world, you don't have the option of heading out. If it's like this and it's nice and it's safe to ride, I would head out my bike. So today I'm not going to do much. I'm probably going to cycle along the shore a little bit and then back. So you'd be lucky if I do even 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8 miles. Probably not even that. Probably just 6 or 7. I just want to test the chain. It feels absolutely brilliant. I don't know if I like the quick link because it's quite silvery compared to the other part of the chain. But yeah, I'm just glad I got the chain. So that's about it. Oh geez, bike. So as I say, I've been working pretty much all week. A couple of people were on holiday, so time I come home, maybe wait my wife coming home, have breakfast, maybe a little bit of coffee. By the time I even start thinking about maybe even doing something, it's after 12 to 1 o'clock, so it's like, it's not that I don't want to go out, but you start getting into this kind of It's going to be getting dark. I mean, it's time of that just now. 10 to 3. So I think it starts getting dark here. The sun is hiding behind some clouds, but it's maybe about another hour or so of light. I think it starts getting dark. I think sunset's like maybe 20 past 4 or something. So we really don't have much time. You've actually got more time than what you think. But a combination of that and the weather, you know, when it's a little bit cold, maybe some icy patches, you really just got to be careful. But yeah, I really need to kind of commit to it. But other than that, not really much to report. You know, just really been all work and no play makes Daz a dull boy. But I mean, to be honest, there's nothing stopping me from even getting the turbo trainer up. But I need to either subscribe to Zwift, which that money, it's like, I don't know. There's a bit of breakfast probably. I had bacon and maple syrup with pancakes. Oh, beautiful. But yeah, just as I say, just going to go along. I was going to bring up my drone. I've actually got a DJI Mini now. I was going to bring it down, fly it. Because the DJI Mini, because it's under 250 grams, you've got more. You can actually do a lot more with it. Like even flying over people. I think you've got to be a certain height though. But I think you can actually be quite low because it's just a smaller drone. So yeah, I'm gonna head along this shore. I'm not gonna do much. I mean, I'm probably not even gonna go the full distance. I just wanted to actually just head out and just test the chain, make sure it was all like hunky-dory dandy, which it is. Although I did, when I was wrapping the chain in the back cog, there's a little bar, like the it goes from the cassette down that cog and then it goes back on itself. I actually went over the metal bit because that's making enough of a racket. And I was thinking about it and I went, nah, there's just something not right there. So I had to take it off, and I had a quick link on and it was a one-time use. So I had spare. I basically had the one I got with the chain and I had 2 spares. So I've got 1 left. So that's probably good enough. So yeah, I'm just gonna head. Anyway, that's all catch up. I'll probably not even get really any GoPro footage. I might actually use GoPro footage from before, because I think I've still got it on my phone, the stuff that I didn't record. I'll just use that because I've got my GoPro with me, but I can't be bothered putting it on. I can put it on the front of my bike, but yeah, I'm just going to go for a little cycle and then head home, because I think I'm going to walk up to my... Where do you think I'm going? Mum and Dad's. I'm going to head up to my mum and Dad's because I've not been up for... It must be over a week and a half since I've been last up. So, my wife's actually waiting on a package coming. So I thought I'd just get out and just get a bit of fresh air. I'm not even really that bothered about getting miles under my belt here. I just really want to, you know, just get out, test the bike. The bike's been fine. I've got replacement brake cables. So I was actually thinking of just doing the whole shebang, getting new chain, new brake cables, but to be honest, these brake cables are fine. I don't really need to change them. I don't see the point. It's always handy to have like spares anyway. I mean, I'll take these old brake cables out and keep them anyway, so but yeah, that's it. I need to get moving. My Shimano EW-W111 or whatever it is still not working. I think the firmware needs updated, but I think it's, for some reason, it's not knocked it out. And I can't actually do any firmware updates. You've got to have this PMC, whatever it is. It's about £120 for it. And I can't be bothered taking it to a bike shop because it's a lot of faff, and like the local bike, my fingers are actually getting quite numb. My local bike shop don't really do Di2 stuff. They're not as like clued up on it. Still haven't really got the battery fixed either. Something else I need to really should be getting a replacement for it, because it is a defective product. I just can't be bothered. It's getting the communication from me to like Shimano, and it's like, oh, you need to go through a service centre. Okay, fair enough. I don't have a car, so I need to go up to like Kilmarnock, and it's just a lot of pain. They go, oh, you're going to bring your bike up, and it's like, no, it's just the battery needs to be replaced. But I need to get this thing probably like updated. I don't know. Mavic shoes, I still haven't got any word. I don't think I'll get them before Christmas. I might email them because there's I can basically buy the Mavic shoes in Sigma at the moment. I think they're back on sale. So I'm actually thinking of going down the road of getting like a credit, like just getting the money for them and then just buy. I could basically have them like in 2 or 3 days from now or next week. I can actually have them. Where I'm waiting on Mavic in France getting them over because of Brexit. It's creating all this hassle. So I was actually thinking there's also another pair of shoes, Mavics. If I got my credit back, it doesn't matter what I buy, I can just buy a pair of shoes, but I'd probably buy these other Mavics potentially. But that's, I don't know, I haven't really made my mind up. That's something I need to really look into. So yeah, so I'm going to head up this bit, I think. Maybe just not go along the pier. Or I might, I don't know. I need to trim my beard as well tonight. It's getting kind of bushy. So I need to trim it. But anyway, folks, oh man, that's 17 minutes. I waffled absolute gibberish. But anyway, I'll probably put some footage at the back, and it is what it is. It's just to get back on track. But anyway, ciao, mama.